Hey, it's the Ray Rican, and today we'll talk about this voting bill that the Democrats keep trying to pass, and of course, like everything they're trying to do, they're trying to compare it to and link it to January 6th. So everything's January 6th. Just like I was talking about how after 9/11, they passed all these laws saying that we needed it to prevent another 9/11, and here they go again. Uh, the government fear mongering us to our give up rates. Because what's going on here is, if you look at the bill, one of the biggest things you see is they want to get rid of voter ID laws. Okay, which is ridiculous. Okay, most states that have voter ID laws have some sort of free option to get a voter ID. So it makes no sense what they're talking about. It does not affect me as a Latino. It does not affect Blacks. We all can get IDs. The thoughts that we can't get IDs is racist. It's that you want to talk about the bigotry of low expectations. Um, but they're pushing, the Democrats are trying to push Manchin and Cinema to pass filibuster, to change the filibuster rules, so like that they could pass this, election. It's basically a federal election takeover. It's not allowing states to have their own rules in place. Um, and this is what she did. She did um, Pelosi also tied the 1-year anniversary of January 6th Capitol riot to the need for federal election reform to protect our Constitution and our democracy. No, you do this, all you're doing is basically firing a shot to start the second Civil War. Because all you're going to do is, there's already people who don't feel that the election's secure enough. And here you go, removing one level of security. You don't have to like it in your state. That's fine. If California wants to, let illegals vote, that's on them. They want to allow illegal votes, that's on them. But if other states want to secure their elections, then, but just remember, you pass this law, what happens in, let's say you think that that means that you're going to get perpetual democratic rule. What's going to happen when the Republicans take back the power? All they have to do is, now you got rid of the filibuster, so all they need is 51 votes. 51 votes to change the law that you passed. And then when the Democrats take power, what they're going to do? 51 votes pass the law. This is why it'll go back and forth, back and forth. That's why we do the 60 votes, so like that you can have compromise. But that's not what goes on in Washington. What goes in Washington, instead of compromise, they'll put something that you like in the bill along with something that you don't like and that you don't want to vote on. And that's the way they do it. They have these big omnibus spending bills that have, pet projects all across the place for all these Congress people, hoping that they're going to pass it. And, but this is, like I said, this is on par the course of fear mongering to pass laws. Like I said, 9/11, you get the Patriot Act, you get the Department of Homeland Security created. What they use January 6th for, they expanded the power of the Capitol Police. Now they're trying to take over election laws. They're using this to try to an excuse to pushed the pressure. Here it goes. Like, here's another story. Democrats pressure on cinema, on Manchin and cinema to alter filibuster rules is not working because they said it. They said they're against getting rid of the filibuster, and they're trying to push them. I don't know what they're. I know the stuff that they did to cinema was disgusting. I mean, they followed her into activists followed her into the bathroom. Okay, and activists are bothering Manchin in his boathouse. He has a boathouse, and they have to kayak onto the water to bother him. It's like, it's ridiculous. And these are Democrats pressuring other Democrats. They don't agree with it. So imagine the stuff that, the dirty tricks and the dirty games they play on people who aren't Democrats, or people who leave the Democrat plantation, like myself. But that's what's going on. They're trying to alter the voting landscape because they can't win a legitimate election in like Texas, even though, let's say Beto almost beat Ted Cruz, but almost is not good enough because you had enough people that didn't like Cruz that either didn't vote or voted for Beto. And now they see how bad Beto is. It's like Beto thinks he's going to be to run for governor, and it's like, yeah, you may have that may unify the Democrats to vote for you. That doesn't mean you have a chance to win, because you just need an average Republican to beat you. Whether it's is Abbott who wins re-election, or if Colonel West, if he ends up winning the nomination and runs. The only way Beto wins is if, let's say, if Colonel West wins and Abbott tries to run as an independent. That's the only way. That's the only chance Beto would have to win at all. But that's what's going on. And so what's going on is the dirty games, I don't want to say just the Democrats, because like I said, it's the dirty games that the Republicans played after 9/11. So it just so happens right now, this is the dirty game the Democrats are playing to try to keep their power. That's why, they talked about making DC a state, making Puerto Rico a state. And like I said, the reason why they keep that quiet now is DC may guarantee you 2 Senate seats. Puerto Rico won't. Puerto Rico, as much as they go, because Latinos are Democrats. A lot of people in Puerto Rico hate taxes. So if they hate taxes, what makes you think that they're going to vote Democrat? They're going to hate paying federal taxes, and that's what's going to go on. They're going to. That doesn't make it a Democrat stronghold. It's going to be at best purple. You may have a split, one Democrat, one Republican. I mean, Puerto Rico split as it is between 3 factions. That it's leave it as it is, become a state, and independence. So that's the other conflict they'd have to get over in order to get Puerto Rico to become a state. But yeah, so that's what's going on. These 2 influential Democrats, Cinema and, do they show a picture of Manchin there? No. But between Cinema and Manchin, they're holding the line on the filibuster, which I have to, we have to give them credit for, because I'm sure their party is, like it says here, they're putting pressure and it's not working. And that's good news for the Republic, that they're sticking to their principles. So anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. The Rican, you can follow me here on YouTube and Rumble, preferably Rumble. Um, Trying to build up more of my Rumble channel. Um, YouTube has so many rules to that make it hard for new creators, and Rumble's much easier when it comes to that. So follow me there if you can. Follow me on both, preferably, and you can interact with me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Gab, Telegram, Clout Hub, Parlor, Getter, all of you name it, I got it. And also leave me comments. Let me know what you think of my videos. I I enjoy the feedback. And with that being said, have a good one.